or damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Okay, so mine says, say something really exciting in the least exciting voice possible.
Okay. Can we play John Ireland's 2020 championship golf?
Oh, my God!
That's it. That's over.
Wow.
Greg wins. Oh, my God. Bergman, it felt like you had been harnessing that for 5 years.
He probably has.
Holy moly.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
All right, so the
you just
circle of
went right
trust,
past
by
it,
the way.
yeah.
I'm
You're going
eliminating
past
you right
Chris
now.
Navarro. You're done with Chris Navarro.
No, Chris Navarro I like. I like all the people in there.
Wait, where?
But it served its purpose, is what I would say.
Do you really?
You liked all the people where? In the circle of trust. I do. I really like them. And I appreciate their loyalty to the show. But you can just still tweet at us. Like, the community just has definitely served its purpose. It was awesome for a stretch of time. And it's no longer a useful tool for us.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor? Give me a freaking break.
I woke up at 4:30 because I got to go to the bathroom, once, But,
Only once per night?
Only once, yeah.
Hey, nice prostate.
And then...
Pull that. Thank you.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
I'm a good boy.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app.
Now, do you believe if we do a trust tree, Mason will do a belief bush? Chris, aren't you rocking bush right now?
And on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right now.
Well, you want to woo-woo? Bit boy.
Yeah. 9:02, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on. Sua Cravens, the All-American, the USC Trojan, the NFL star, is joining us in for Sedano, who's on the road. He's headed to Blacksburg. Or then maybe he got there last night. I don't know.
I thought he was headed to, Roanoke, Virginia, and then
he's got to get to Blacksburg.
Yeah. Oy vey, what a pain in the ass.
Big boy.
We're
on the air, man. What are we doing?
Is he covering the Hokies?
Yeah, I think so.
What happened to Virginia Tech? They used to be a premier college football program.
The Vic family.
They really were.
The Vic family took them
Don't
down.
know what happened.
Yeah, they were.
Up and down. It just took them down. All right, we're getting ready for a big football weekend. Rams,
Fight on.
Trojans, and a lot of drops. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on. The great Dr. Clapper will join us in a few minutes. Tell us a big announcement for this weekend, of course, from Cedars-Sinai, and host the renowned Weekend Warrior Show.
Nice. Looking forward to having Dr. Clapper back on. Now, Chris, I want to ask you a question as we pull into this YouTube hour, okay? Do I have clearance from GKB management / ESPN management? Do I have clearance today to make an appearance on the JT the Brick Show in Las Vegas? I know there's been a lot of battling back and forth between you and JT. I know it's got deeply personal now, okay? Do I have clearance to make an appearance on the JT the Brick show in Vegas?
I prefer that you didn't, honestly.
Really?
This is
Really?
like when I told you not to do that other sports radio show a few years ago. I just don't
Right.
think it's a good look.
Really? It's a bad look.
I think it's a bad look, and frankly, the shots, and I know Sedano wants to make it that he's taking shots at me. He's now taking shots at our entire operation to try to get clout. I would prefer that you didn't ever appear on his shows again.
Really? So wait, does that mean that he can never appear on our shows again?
He can appear on our shows,
but we
I don't
can't
think-
appear on his shows.
Why would you? We always use the term punch down. Why would you appear on some tiny little show?
Well,
man.
Sue, let me ask you.
What are you going to go on next? The highway stations that people listen to on the 15 driving to Vegas? I mean, come on.
Does this fall into the scumbag category?
Oh, he's a scumbag.
Oh, well, I guess that is.
Sue, let me get you to adjudicate because you're an unbiased person in this.
You don't need anybody to
I will
adjudicate.
gladly
The
be
reality
an
is he's
arbitrator.
taking shots at ESPN LA now.
It has escalated quite a bit on Twitter.
And our platforms and stuff. And it's just like you're obviously trying to get attention by using us and talking about how we're now on YouTube for an hour. And, how am I going to listen? Not realizing that all 3 hours are on the app. We have multiple feeds on the app at once.
Talk to
like
him.
you work for Good Karma Brands, Cappy, and you work for
Yep.
ESPN LA.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need to go on his show in Vegas? How does
All right.
that benefit your career?
Okay, so Sue, here's the thing. Let me
No,
get your
answer the
opinion on this.
question. How does it benefit your career
It
to
doesn't
go on
really-
some radio station in Vegas
It doesn't
or
necessarily
on Mad Dog Radio?
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily benefit my career
So,
per se. But hold on,
just
let me
because
give you
he
an
needs
opinion.
content because he can't fill on his own for 3 hours, so he has a bunch of
man.
guests. Why do you need to go on his show?
Because we've been friends for like 25
Guess what?
years.
The person that I told you 2 years ago not to go on his show, is one of my mentors in life and helped make me me. And I
Right.
told you it's not a good idea to go on his show.
Right,
I
but
don't
that
think it's
was-
a good look.
but
I
that
would
was
tell you
because-
I don't think this is a good look either.
But that person that you're talking about, Yoma, was very, very, very controversial. Okay, and I didn't want to get myself caught up in the nonsense.
Well, this
But with-
is nonsense
but-
now.
but with
and when you take a
JT
shot, not just to me, if you want to make it personal about me, fine. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Fun. You're now taking a shot at people that work very hard and the company and the owners here who work very hard to give us multiple platforms and stuff. And by the way, I've been contacted laughing about some of these things. So it's on people's radars as more of like, this is a joke. So why are you now going on his show? Why? What's the benefit?
Because for years and years and years, when you have a close friend in the industry and they say, "Hey, would you come on with me and talk to me about this?" Yeah, we do that for one another.
Well, guess
it's called
what?
being
years
friends.
and years later, you're a morning man in Los Angeles, and you don't need to go on his show anymore. And you could tell him, "Hey, man, when you
Hey,
come
man.
on the air
Hey, man.
and either settle this with Morales or move past this, but stop ripping our platforms and making it seem like our morning show isn't the biggest thing in LA just because you're jealous of us."
So-
when you can tell him that,
Yeah.
then maybe you can go on his show.
Okay,
But for
so
right
you mean
now,
to tell me?
I would
Yeah.
prefer that you don't go on some small market radio show for no benefit. It's not benefiting ESPN LA. It's not benefiting Good Karma Brands.
It's really not benefiting me either. But
So then why do it?
because you're friends
he's a
with
good
somebody,
friend.
So what?
Right.
So what? So tell
Sua.
him, "Hey man, here's
Hey, man.
here, call this guy. He can come on. He's the Rams beat reporter."
Chris, can
Okay.
I do his show?
No.
Yes, Sua, here's the deal. You ready? Sua, I'm going to say to JT, Christopher Arthur Morales has banned me from going on your show, but Sua Cravens is available to you, and he's a former NFL defensive back,
And
a
by the
former
way,
All-American at
as
SC.
you speak of friendship, as close as we are,
Right.
and as much time as we spend together,
Right.
and all the things I've done for you, and all the things you've done for me,
Right.
you're going to go on his show? That kind of personally annoys me.
You see, so that's just it. You see, Sua, here's what I feel like is happening. I feel like Chris wants to intentionally
Yeah, by the way,
destroy
when,
my relationship
when
with
Joe
this person.
Fornball
Yes.
did
Yeah.
the prickly pear, did I go on his show?
You did not.
Okay,
In fact,
and
not
guess
only
what?
did you-
If he
yeah.
did, and by the way, a lot of people noticed that, and I was sounding the alarms, okay, internally. And wouldn't you have felt bad if I went on his show just to be like, "Hey man, I need content. Can you come on my show?" I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay, answer yes, but hold on.
No,
the difference
point
is
I have integrity and you have none.
No, that is not true. I would argue the opposite. I have integrity and you have none.
No.
I think that you are intentionally trying to destroy my relationship with JT the Brick for your own personal pleasure.
Let me give you this.
All
Because
right,
of your
go ahead.
relationship with me
Yeah.
and George Sedano,
Right.
your relationship with JT the Brick
Yeah.
is just like him, a has-been.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. You hear this, Sua?
Wow.
My
Whoa.
relationship with him is just like him. It's a has-been.
thing of the
And
past.
I don't want you on his show.
You hear this, Sua?
He's
So
being
you tell him, hey,
he's being
we're
a
great
possessive,
friends.
toxic boyfriend right now.
I am being a possessive boyfriend.
Yeah. Toxic
You tell him,
possessive
listen,
boyfriend.
we're still friends. You can blame it on Sedano and I. Sedano and Morales are insane.
This
But
is
listen,
an ultimatum.
But listen, I don't think it's good right now. I'm an ESPN LA guy. I'm a good Karma Brands guy. And the shots you've taken at ESPN LA are a little much. Take all your shots at Morales. I don't care. That's funny. That's a good bit. He's gone above and beyond now.
All right, what did he do? Just fill
You
Sua
let Brick
in.
know that I've taken his comments
I don't want to
personally. and I
waste
haven't
more of
even heard
our
him.
show on JT the Brick, honestly. That's exactly what he wants. He's probably sitting in his underwear right now. Hey, Julie, they're talking about me again. I matter.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing
I was going to
now?
play his smack-off call from 1995, which made his career. I'm not even going to do that now. I'm not going to give him the time of day.
Wow. I mean, you gave
Nothing
him a
in
lot
the
of
last
the time
30
of day.
years, huh?
We're going to keep his drop because it's a funny drop, but that's all. He's basically
What
the same as
happened?
Cambone.
Yeah,
What
He's
happened?
just a
Please
drop.
fill,
now.
Tell
fill
me what
Sua in.
happened.
No,
All right,
I
Sua,
don't want to waste more time.
I
I think we should get to content because we got Dr. Clapper coming
Because
up in a
we've
few
actually
minutes.
got some content.
We can
I
talk.
thought-
I think people would prefer us that we talk about the Rams and SC and
Okay.
stuff, but whatever.
All right. I thought you were going to play the smack-off call. Last night we were talking. You're like, I'm busy cutting up
And
smack-off.
then I got up this morning. I thought,
Yeah.
you know what? We're past this.
Deep breaths, Chris.
Yeah, we're past this.
Greener pastures.
We're doing a show with Sua Cravens. I'm not going to waste Sua's time playing a call from back when Sua was like 4 years old.
Okay. Final question. Let's say Sedano was invited to go on the JT the Brick show, and Sedano already had said to him, "Yeah, sure, I'll be there. I'm fine. That's
When's
cool."
the last time Sedano went on JT's show?
A couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, whatever it was.
No, it was quite some time ago.
Okay.
This
So
is
you
Death
are-
Row Records, baby. You're here to the end.
Because
Cappy.
Sedano has kind of distanced himself a long time ago, mainly because JT was just draining us with his text.
I'm picking up.
Wow.
Wow.
That was pretty intense.
Yeah, it's gotten super personal, Sua.
It's not personal. When you take a shot at our radio station and our company and the people, not you and me and Sedano and us, but the people that are behind the scenes working very hard to come up with the technology and to help us be more than just a radio station, as we say in the promos, to be a multi-platform operation. When you take shots at that, I got a problem. That's not necessary.
Wow. Looking what's going on here in our live YouTube chat right now. Ruben Flores says this JT guy came out of nowhere. Listeners have no idea who this dude is.
Well, that's what I'm saying is what exactly. Nobody in Los Angeles knows who he is. People think we're talking about Vic the Brick, and Vic the Brick is one of the nicest human beings ever.
Feeling you.
Exactly, and is a legend in this town. I don't want to waste any more energy. It's a funny drop. When we want to talk Raiders, we'll have Kirk Morrison, who's a friend and our teammate here and now is part of the Raiders broadcast. Like, I just don't want to waste any more energy. I don't think it's good content. He obviously doesn't want to come on the show and face us, so that's fine.
All right,
Like,
so
let's
when
move on.
when he comes on and faces us, then I'm allowed to go back on his show?
Probably, but he's not going to come on.
Well,
That's too bad.
I want it to be known. I tweeted yesterday. We're one big happy family here at
You
ESPN
did.
LA.
And that's what we are. And see, JT is part of that old guard that fuels on, like, everybody talking about each other behind this thing. And that's how this place used to be. This place used to be toxic AF. But now I think we all get along as one big happy family. And when we do bits about each other behind people's backs, we do them right to your face. It's on the air. It's fun.
You
It's
guys
not like,
verbally
you're telling
accosted
this?
me my
Yeah,
first
exactly.
5 minutes on air this morning.
Exactly.
And you deserved it.
About a beanie.
Well,
yeah, I mean, the
we
beanie
said-
was a little interesting.
Listen, it was still dark out, and it looked like you had just come from robbing a bank. You know what I mean?
Just for the record, Cappy said the robbing the bank. I
Right.
get the OJ bit.
And by the way, next time you want to rob a
Murder,
bank,
robbery, same thing. You know.
I want to go rob that bank with you.
This is an outfit to get away with both crimes, and you do them at dawn. So,
And the
there you
backpack's
go.
outside.
The backpack's outside, and don't listen to the ticking in the hallway.
Exactly. 9:12 in the morning, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Our YouTube-only hour, and also on the app at ESPN LA, the all-new ESPN LA app. Joining us now, a legend of we talked about the fabric and the family here at ESPN Los Angeles, a man who has been part of our fabric for 10-plus years, hosting the Weekend Warrior Show here on ESPN LA. Courtesy of Cedars-Sinai, the one and only Dr. Robert Clapper joins us now on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, Chris. So excited to be with you.
Well, let's just get it out of the way so then we can get into the nitty-gritty here. The Weekend Warrior Show is returning Saturday morning at 7 a.m. right here on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. And this week, a special 2-hour live edition that I'm coming in for. So it'll be Clapper and me this Saturday. I think it's and me. This Saturday, thanks to Cedars-Sinai, and we can't wait. So we want to load up those phone lines. It's been a long time coming, Doc. You back on the radio here on 710 ESPN on Saturday mornings.
I'm so excited. It's great. And I even hear Lindsay told me the pantry's coming back. So I'll be able to eat breakfast before I see you at the pantry.
Look at that timing. I saw that story yesterday, and I'm glad Lindsay mentioned it to you because I was going to DM it to you on Instagram, but I didn't know if you slide it. I didn't know if you like to slide back and forth in DMs. But yes, part of what you were always talking about is that how you had breakfast at the pantry on Saturday mornings before the show, and now the pantry's coming back. So this Saturday, you'll be able to eat at the pantry and then see me at 6:30 in the morning.
When did the pantry leave?
It left
oh, no,
a couple
dude,
months
it's been
ago,
closed for like 3 or 4 months. As a matter of fact, Dr. Clapper, Brian Windhorst from ESPN is always saying to me, Kaplan, have you gone over to eat at the pantry? So I walked over, whatever it is, the 2 blocks it is from LA Live, and the place has been shut down, and they've got signs up that it's closed. So, Doc, I've never eaten at the pantry. I know it's legendary. Tell me what we should get.
You know what? When you go to a pizza place, don't put pepperoni and mushrooms on it. You want to gauge, is this a good or a bad pizza? Just get a regular margarita slice. Then you can do other crazy things if you want with pineapple and Canadian bacon. When you and I go to the pantry, we're going to get eggs, potatoes, and that sourdough bread. And let me tell you something. It's the greatest breakfast you've ever had, and it's just those 3 ingredients.
Yep. You got to have a baseline. Cheese pizza is your baseline, and I understand exactly what you're saying. Sua, you seem surprised that the pantry was actually shut down.
Yeah, I had no idea. I've eaten there a few times. It's always a line outside the door, no matter when you're trying to go. So I had passed, I just remember it being on the corner on Figueroa, and every time I've passed it, I haven't seen this line outside. So I'm like, where's that restaurant that was there? And it's been closed. That answers my question.
Yeah. So, Doc,
have you ever gotten up at 6 o'clock in the morning for anything?
For golf, yes. I am an avid early golfer.
Trust me, at 6 o'clock in the morning, there's no line. So that's when I will meet you at the pantry to have breakfast before you go play golf.
All right, beautiful. Hey, Doc, very excited to hear that the Weekend Warrior show is coming back to ESPN LA. It'll start on Saturday at 7 a.m., and you're going to be in for quite a show if you've got Morales sitting in on that first morning. But, Doc, when we have you on, we like to find out what you think about certain injuries around sports. Sua, check me on this, but your playing career unfortunately ended early because of meniscus issues with your knee. Do I have that right?
Yes, I ended up retiring because I kept tearing. I don't think I have any cartilage left in my right lateral meniscus at this point. I'm 4 surgeries in.
Yeah, so, Doc, given that Sua has a lot of experience around this, talk to us about what you thought regarding J.J. McCarthy and this opening of his career for the Minnesota Vikings. Didn't play real well for the first 3 quarters, really put on a show in the fourth quarter, but he's coming off a very similar injury, it sounds like, at least 1 versus Sua's 4. What is the meniscus repair, and how secure is it for a kid like this, quarterback? What do you say about all that, Doc?
So, Sua, you really have now a Ph.D. We're going to call you Dr. Sua because you have a Ph.D. in the meniscus.
Yeah, would you like me to break it down to Cappy for you and
please.
save you because this is real fundamental, low-level stuff for a guy like you, I'm guessing.
Well, no, but I'm going to give you what's known as a clapper vision to explain, probably for the first time, what's really going on with your meniscus and what really happened. So here's the first clapper vision. If we go into Sua's kitchen, and it sounds like I'm saying a sewer's kitchen, so I apologize for my New York accent, but it's Sua's kitchen. There's linoleum, right? There's a layer of flooring. But what keeps the flooring in place are the 2x4s underneath the floorboards. So if you assess the ding in your linoleum and you call for a new linoleum guy to come to your house, but when they rip up your linoleum, what do they see? That the reason you got a crack in your linoleum, the surface, is because you got termites in the floorboards. You're not going to let that guy give you new linoleum. You're going to get a carpenter to fix the floorboards. Then you're going to give him a new surface, right? So in our knee, we got the same thing. The surface, the linoleum, is the meniscus. There is another cartilage, though, in the knee. Those are the floorboards, and that's the articular cartilage. It's made of a completely different material than the rubbery meniscus. And if you catch the damage in the linoleum, the surface, and take care of it rather than just remove it, you are then protecting the floorboards. So J.J. McCarthy, in preseason, it was in August, he doesn't even remember how it happened, but he had pain and swelling in his knee. They did an MRI, and sure enough, this young kid had a torn meniscus. Here's another clap revision for you, which is very relevant to Sua. The meniscus literally looks like a slice of apple pie, right? The crust, then you have that big fat portion of the pie next to the crust, and then it tapers, right? It gets thinner and thinner as it gets to the tip of the slice of apple pie. Your meniscus is exactly the same. The crust, we have a name for it, the red zone. The tip, we call it the white zone because of the lack of blood supply. And in the middle is called the red-white zone. When you have a tear in your meniscus, like J.J. McCarthy had, vertical tear near the crust where the blood supply is good, red zone, you can literally put stitches in it and repair it, as opposed to a tear in the white zone or red-white zone where you got to trim it and remove it. Then you end up with another tear, and you end up with Sua's situation. But by being aggressive with J.J. McCarthy and repairing his meniscus, which put him out for his entire rookie season, how terrible was that? Except God has a way of blessing us, because this young kid got to sit on the bench for a year, and that is why, Scott Kaplan, he came back and blew the roof off the building in that fourth quarter, because he had his meniscus repaired, he has a knee as good as new, and he will not suffer a second and a third meniscus surgery and need a knee replacement one day because of the aggressive work he had done initially.
Yeah. I'm glad you actually explained that, because here in the NFL, they want you to come back as soon as possible if you don't play quarterback. And every time I got my meniscus scoped, which is exactly what you're explaining, they basically go into your knee and snip out the torn cartilage and then tell you to rest up and you'll be good. I basically was forced back to practice 2 weeks after post-op. So no time to heal, no time for the knee to get used to not having as much cushion, and which leads to what? More swelling, more tearing. And I got my knee drained probably 5 times in 1 month, my final training camp with the Broncos, because it kept tearing and my knee kept blowing up after every practice, and I would get my knee drained once a week just to play games.
And how long has it been, Sua, since your last training camp with the Broncos? How many years has it been?
It's been 6 years now.
6 years?
Yes, 2019 of August. That's 6 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Doc, let me ask you this, Sua, how many meniscus issues or surgeries did you have along the way?
4 scopes.
Okay, so Doc, you ready? My man here is 30 years old.
Yeah.
He still got it if he wants it. But the thing is,
no.
Can we replace the knee? Can we fix the knee? Can we get Sua back out there?
And I don't want to use the word replacement. I use artificial intelligence now in this surgery, beyond robot, where you can literally customize the tools to fit that person. But when you get to the point where your knee buckles just from walking around, you can't go to New York because you're afraid you're going to have to walk too much, or you don't go to Italy anymore because you can't walk. Guess what? I don't care if you're 30, you're going to need to have a life, the years you have left. And yes, those patients, those athletes, yes, I will put titanium in because now they won't have pain anymore.
Yeah, I've been told by every doctor that's seen me after my playing career that I will need a knee replacement within the next 10 to 15. They told me to wait until I'm about 40 because I'm still young.
No. You do it when you want. Listen, you're married, you have kids, you want to have a life, you want to coach your kids' soccer games, you want to run around. I'm not being aggressive as a surgeon because it's a fact. You need to have a life. And if you're going to say no to everything, then it's your decision. Doc, fix it. And I do this all the time. But I'm not here to solicit patience. I'm just here to explain. But you'll know when it's time, Sua. And if you feel frustrated enough that you can't do things, then you can be 30, 35, 32. You don't have to wait till you're 60.
Right. No, we're getting there. My nephew has a football team, and they asked me to come and show them what an NFL DB looks like. And one rep in, I said, that's enough. That's
really?
Enough.
Well,
damn.
That sucks. That sucks, and I can fix that.
That does suck, and Dr. Clapper can fix that. So,
yeah, have
Sua,
him fix it. He fixed up Michael Thompson.
Come on, let's have him fix it up,
I'm sure
dude.
ESPN will take care of it. It's going to be great.
He fixed up Tony Danza, too.
Yeah, he's tap dancing on Broadway again with his knees, both of his knees that I did. But there's only one copay, Sua, and you got to bring a pizza.
Hey, margarita, I'll make sure the sauce is good and it'll be fresh.
Here's another Clapper vision for you.
Go ahead.
That I want you, because you're truly vested and invested in this. Have you ever? I'm Jewish. Scott Kaplan's Jewish, so we don't know what this means. But to change the oil in your car, okay?
We don't
know. So
what
we
this means.
take the car to a mechanic, and they, the 4 quarts of oil that they give you, and if you look at the itemized bill, they charge you for the bolt and the washer, the gasket, right? This rubber gasket. Because when you put the oil in, the oil pan itself, you can't just have the bolt. You need that rubber gasket to keep the oil from leaking out the bottom, right? You're familiar with what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And as you tighten that bolt with the rubber gasket, it gets thinner and thinner in the middle, and the rubber gasket bulges on the outside. It gets fatter, right? Kind of like the crust of the pizza. It's thin in the middle. The crust is high. The gasket does that, right? Well, guess what? Your meniscus is like a rubber gasket. Why is it shaped that way? Why is it fat on the periphery and thin in the middle? And I always would look at it and go, this is what that rubber gasket looks like. And the reason is it's not just a shock absorber. It's actually a gasket. Well, what is it doing? The motor oil is synovial fluid. There's a lubricating amount of fluid that's very special in our joints that makes the joint move without friction. And that meniscus, when it's healthy, keeps the motor oil inside the joint. But when it cracks and starts to get trimmed and damaged, the motor oil can leak out, and you don't have that beautiful lubrication. And now you understand why damage to the meniscus is as though you crack the rubber gasket, and the oil can now leak out of the engine. No more oil, cylinder squeaking on the cylinder, and you wear out the engine.
And to get some of that metaphorical fluid you're talking about back into that knee, that's what stem cell shots are for, right? When they spin your blood and inject the plasma back into your knee, that's to help with that fluid situation? Because that's why I did that a few times after my meniscus
It don't
surgery.
work. It's a bunch of nonsense, and, it's very much hyped up, Sua. Trust me, there's no shampoo that's going to grow hair back on top of my head. The dentist still got to pull your tooth.
Have you? Okay, so what are your comments on the new meniscus replacement surgery that Germany just announced?
I'm from New York. I'm a skeptical guy, and I'm a doctor. So before you jump on something, you better ask all the right questions. You know what I mean? Embryologically, they would start to use stem cells from the placenta, right, from the baby, as though that's the ultimate stem cell. Guess what? They had a lot of complications with that, cancer and stuff like this. So you got to be very careful to be the first one on the block. You could be on the first one on the block with a Cadillac from Beverly Hills, but you better not be the first one on the block with a new innovation in medicine, because 5 years later they may apologize.
Yeah.
All right. Something to be considered there, Sua. Dr. Clapper, this Saturday morning,
By the way, Doc,
Warrior
I
Show.
want to jump in here.
Go ahead.
I want you to tell, because we always say to Cappy when he talks about his creatine, that Dr. Clapper told him it's a bad idea. And he doesn't listen to us.
He's listening.
Oh, he is listening now.
Well, I've been
told me
off
he's
creatine.
listening.
I've been off creatine for about 2 weeks now.
Because he was getting so puffy from it.
Doc, I was like, I just looked thick and
What
puffy.
are you on creatine for? What are you trying to do, Cap?
Well, Sua, listen, you got to understand when you are, and you don't get what I'm about to say.
Also be able to go upside down. You know what I'm saying?
So you will not understand what I'm about to say, but I'll try and explain it to you. When you are a world-class athlete,
you don't need creatine.
Let me rephrase that. When you are a 55-year-old world-class athlete,
okay,
you're just looking for everything you can, man. Make me stronger, make me look bigger, better, make my mind clearer. But Dr. Clapper told me that creatine's not a good idea for me. And I saw a picture
not
about
for your organs.
Yeah, I saw a picture about 2 weeks ago or so, me, Sedano, and Avner Gatt in the radio studio. And I saw this picture and I went, is that me? Like, I look so fat and so puffy and so watery and so thick. I'm like, you know what? I think maybe I'll get off the creatine for a few weeks and see what happens because, man, I look fat.
You can still stay nice and strong. You got to eat right. You got to exercise right. And just enjoy the ride, man. The genetics you have are the genetics you have, and don't let someone tell you can change that. You can look at your grandpa. You're going to look a little bit like him in the years to come.
All right. Doc, we'll all
Thanks,
be listening
Doc.
on Saturday morning. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next week.
See you Saturday, Doc.
Can't wait. See you, Chris. Can't wait.
The Weekend Warrior Show presented by Cedar-Sinai. Back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. right here on ESPN LA. It's a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Level up your game day experience and enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets to watch the Premier League matchup. So caller number 7 and number 10 right now. You get GA tickets to watch the match this Saturday, West Ham versus Tottenham. 877-710-ESPN. This contest is just for the YouTube audience and if you're listening on the app. 877-710-ESPN. Caller number 7 right now. A pair of GA tickets to watch the match this Saturday at Cosm Los Angeles. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com or the Cosm mobile app. Listen all day right here on ESPN LA. Caller number 7 right now. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout on the YouTube hour, and when we come back, more fun and frivolity. We got the Dealer's Choice Seller's Advantage, and we'll get Sua's final thoughts on the football weekend right here, ESPN LA.
They might stumble. They might fall.
So, I fall. Kind of, sort of frequently. Yes.
But DeMarco and Travis always get back up.
During a 5K at Angel Stadium, I fall. Okay, this is my lot.
This is what he does.
Sell at the golf course.
But you get back up.
I get so far.
Yeah, you get up. There you go.
Catch the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
Bill Burr, what'd you think of Bill Belichick's first game as head coach of North Carolina?
What'd you think of Joe Namath on the Rams? What'd you think of Johnny Unitas on the Chargers? What happened to that guy?
The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Providence. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Make the scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
9:33, good morning. Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Why this
You're
song?
playing the clean version?
Why this
Here's
song?
why.
Why? I'll tell you why.
On this day,
Bring a bucket and a mop.
that's why we got Mace singing it. On this day in 2020, the number one R&B song, Cardi B, featured Megan Thee Stallion, WAP.
You got some WAP, Greg?
Greg got WAP.
You got some WAP?
You should see my boy Bergie's moves, man. Suey, you look at him and you go, that guy can't dance.
No, he's probably the best dancer at the radio station.
He can move, man.
I think by far at this point.
I can see him crashing a wedding.
Well, no, I mean, Sue might be able to move better than you, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, now that he's here.
Why? Why?
Because you're an athlete. You got those
Right.
hips.
Oh, right.
You want me to say,
That's why.
you want me to say because you're black?
Well, your
That's where he
words,
was
not
going.
mine.
That's not where I was going.
Your words, not mine. I just inquired.
I mean, Trudell's a little guy. He might move better.
True.
Did you see when he did the, what's it called?
It's called the booty drop.
When he did the booty drop?
I've never watched a man do a booty drop.
Well, let me tell you
It's worth
something.
watching.
That is going to change now that you're with ESPN LA.
Because that's what we do here. It's how we do's it.
Yeah.
As far as Megan Thee Stallion goes, Sue, I had a very big crush.
Oh, I
on
heard
Megan
the
Thee
story.
Stallion. You did.
Yeah, I was told the story.
Okay, what do you know?
I was told you were doing a Cappy Lappy.
Right.
Around Staples,
Right.
and you saw Miss Stallion, and you got a little starstruck.
He got a little tickle in the air.
And you also got
He was
a rush
flustered.
of blood to your face.
Mm-hmm.
And you were very excited to see her.
Stand by,
and
let me get it
you
up.
Say Clay stole him.
Yeah, well, that's just it. Is that Klay Thompson stole my opportunity to be dating Megan Thee Stallion, and I will not be dating her anytime soon, and I will be respectful of the relationship because of my relationship with Michael and therefore the relationship with Clay. I will be very respectful. Now, if you're watching on YouTube right now, look at Bergie. This is after the softball game. This
Oh,
is
you got it up?
Yeah,
They did get
Jorge,
it up.
Yeah.
Jorge, this is Primo's place. What's
That's
the
right, Sunset Room in
the
Tuscany
Sunset
Heights.
Room. Bergie gets out on the dance floor and loses his mind post softball game.
Hey, we
Look
won.
at him! Look at him go! Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that is, and by the way, I just saw myself. Oh, there I am. I got my captain hat on.
Are you crip walking?
Oh damn!
I mean, a white boy version of it, yeah. A
Take
white
a look at it
Jewish
one more
boy
time.
from Calabasas.
He's
doing it for
banging
sure.
Sunset.
Look at him go!
Hey, that's not bad, right?
Look at him go!
Come
Oh, and
on,
there's
Stuart, break it down a little
That's
bit.
good. That's good.
Can you do that?
That's good. I hope not.
I just
No,
love when he
that's good,
stops
though.
to
Not with that
break it.
torn meniscus, right?
No. Ask him for
And
trouble.
by the way, my back hurt so bad after that. You see me grab my back afterwards? It was
yeah.
in so much pain after that.
Oh my God! I see the boo. I see Miss Molly. I just caught. Oh, there's Briones.
He's
I'm-
definitely crip walking in the first bit of this.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Where'd you learn that?
Those are impressive moves.
From the hills of Calabasas.
Right, man. From the mean streets.
The mean streets of Agora Hills.
That's right. You know that, sucker. That's exactly
That's right. Yeah, that's me. That's what we did. That is what we did.
All right,
Probably
9:36 on the YouTube only hour of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Time for What the Funch.
What fun? What fun?
Funchy lover.
I didn't see Greg reaching at his back
What
at the end of
fun.
that video.
It hurt so bad. It hurt I was also like 50 pounds heavier, too.
I can't wait for Sue Cravens to experience What the Funch on this Thursday morning. Good morning, Funchy lover.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, y'all?
I'm here.
Yo, Funchy, what's crack-a-lacking?
What's cracking lacking, man? I miss you, man.
I miss you
I
too,
miss
Ma.
seeing your face.
We miss you, Funchy.
I
We
miss you, Ma.
Yeah.
Apparently, Lindsay and Cappy miss you. Anyway, What the Funch? Go.
Oh my God! So I don't know. I'm so hungry right now. I don't know what to do. Don't y'all hate cooking?
No, not really.
I love cooking. I love eating.
I mean, I wish
clean,
I had more
fresh
time to cook.
ingredients.
Yeah.
No, I got a conundrum right now. Should I just go out and go get some food or just cook something? And
Bacon
I
and
just
eggs,
don't wanna
homie.
cook anything.
Yeah, fry some eggs, some toast with jelly.
That takes a long time for me,
Oh,
man.
come on.
Yeah, but Funch, I always have this internal battle also. It's like, first and foremost, do I have anything in the house that I could actually make? But let's assume I do. Is it faster to go get something or order something, or is it faster to just make something? I think it's faster to make something.
Yeah, but also you got to think about the cleanup after too.
Punch, are you currently only in underwear while you answer this phone call?
Little white underwear.
No, I'm not. I'm not actually. I got some clothes on, man.
Man, you sound asleep. Did you
No,
just wake up?
You took a nap.
I mean, I think I was taking a 10-minute nap before Lindsay texted me. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this. We talked about it on the afternoon show on Tuesday. That Taco Bell is bringing back that 90s retro menu. And they brought back my thing. In 1995, I'd go swimming at night in our pool. And then my mom and I, basically, because we were the swimmers in the family, would tell my dad, her husband, go get us
Mucho.
some.
Go.
She would tell Mucho. Well, Sue
Yeah.
doesn't know the Mucho bit, so I didn't want to get into it. But anyway, we'll explain it to you later. We'd basically say, hey, sucker, go get us some double-decker tacos. And that was nice. When it was a summer night, 10 o'clock, and you're eating it outside the pool after you just swam all night. Anyway,
What is the double-decker taco?
So
Tell me.
it's a tortilla.
Flour
tortilla.
Okay.
Beans.
So good.
They're beans.
Right.
And then
Right.
just a hard shell taco in the middle.
Oh,
Bam!
it's so good. Oh, my God. I
A
love
double-decker
that. So good.
taco.
Yeah, 'cause
and
then
the
you got-
7-layer burrito is back,
Yeah.
too, for this limited-time menu.
Nice.
Oh my God, so good.
Nice.
Man.
So you
I
got the
had-
double-decker tacos on Tuesday night,
I
right,
had
Funch?
I had 2 double-decker tacos and 2 chili cheese burritos.
Oh.
And a
Didn't you
caramel
grab a
apple
cheesy
empanada.
gordita crunch?
The apple empanada is pretty good
No,
too.
man, it's not part of the decades menu, man. I wanted to
Yeah,
have
man.
what I had when I was back in the day.
How are
Yeah.
you only 120 pounds? That was a lot of food.
Well, that and also, how long did
Well,
you did you
comes
hold
out,
it down?
comes out the other way too, man.
Right.
Punch, you're
say.
only 120?
No.
Okay, I was going to
Do it.
say.
21. What? 21.
He's a real man. He weighs 135. Yeah.
No, I'm like a $170, $175, maybe.
So, Funch, you're very concerned this morning about should you cook breakfast, should you go get something, and if you were going to go get something, where are you going to go and what are you going to get?
I don't know, man. I might go like to Jack in the Box and get an ultimate breakfast sandwich or something, man.
Jesus, this guy. Listen to the life that
Nah,
this guy lives.
if you're going to the box, bro, if you're going to Jack in the Crack, you got to get you a sausage supreme. Pause.
Oh,
I've never had a
Oh,
sausage
that's good
supreme.
too, Tua.
Yeah,
Tua, that's
and
really good,
get
too.
the hash brown, slap it right in the middle of that thing.
Oh, yeah.
right.
my
That's
God.
Yeah,
right.
slap that thing.
Hawk 2 on that thing.
Hot Tua is right.
Spit on that thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Way
looking
to
at my
go,
refrigerator
Sue.
right now. I got some turkey bacon. I got 3 eggs. Maybe I can just rock with that, right?
Maybe
Yeah,
you could.
just do
Maybe
it.
you could. Like a big grown-up boy there, Funchy.
Yeah, right. Feed yourself, Funch.
Make an omelet.
Jeez, these are the
Also,
problems
one more
that this
thing.
kid faces.
One
Yeah,
more thing
what?
I forgot to tell you guys last
Tell
week.
us.
You know how like people like the Mormons or the Jehovah's Witnesses come to your house and stuff like
The
that?
people.
I always tell them I don't
The
speak
pe-
English.
Yeah.
No, seriously. What, they
English.
try to. They came to my house on Labor Day.
So
Well, they were working.
you want to know something funny about that? My dad was raised LDS, so they still come to my dad's door asking him why hasn't he come to the church because he
Really?
didn't raise us
Really?
Mormon. And
But do it. I had to hide.
yeah, no, my dad, he will sit there and go to the door and talk to them for hours on end.
Really? Oh my god!
And then tell
That's
them
my
like, yeah,
wife.
I'm not coming to the church though. Like, you guys have a good one.
Yeah, that's my wife. She's too nice to like turn him down. And I'm like, no.
I had a buddy
But
of mine
you-
who was like seriously like really religious Mormon, and he would come with us on these trips, these guys trips, and me and like 10 guys would all go into a strip club, and he would sit in the car because he would drive. He was our driver. He didn't drink, and while we were all in the strip club, he was in the car literally reading the Bible. And then one day he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey man, I know you're Jewish, but here I want to give this to you." And he gave me one of those Bibles, right? And I'm like too much. I can't throw things like that away. I just find that to be disrespectful. I guarantee I could find it somewhere. It's sitting in a drawer somewhere because I wouldn't throw it out. I found that to be disrespectful, and yet I didn't want the Bible. I was like, no, you keep it. Give it to somebody who needs it. Like,
Walking out the strip club at 4 a.m. to your friend, opening the door for you and going, let's talk about God, man. That must have been a crazy experience.
oh, bro, I just kept saying to my one buddy who invited this dude, I was like, why did you invite him? I mean, he's like, well, because he drives and he doesn't drink. And he goes, and while we're in the strip club, he's out here sitting in the car reading the Bible, and he's our driver. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Good reason to bring that.
You're
brother.
as safe as you possibly can be with him.
Yeah, really. All right, Funch.
Yeah.
Okay, Funch. Well,
All right, Funch, go make some turkey bacon.
Yeah, we'll
will
see you this afternoon on the afternoon show with DeMarco
I will
and
see you.
Travis. Have a good day, brother.
Hey, you know what? Did you know Travis sleeps naked?
Yeah.
We did know. And by the way, Chris, that was a
What?
great job of telling that story the other day.
Thank you.
Because let me tell you something. I don't know about everybody else here. I too sleep naked. Have been since I'm about 18 years old, and it doesn't matter where I am, I will sleep naked.
Even more reason I will not come see you in your room at the Central.
Oh, come on. Give me a break, dude. You've been in a locker room your whole life.
Him and I once slept in a room together at Yamava, and he didn't sleep. He might have slept.
Yes, he did.
He might have taken the briefs off in the middle of the night, but I think it was fine. That's when I snored like a mofo, though, back then.
Yeah, you did. And
Now
by
I
the
don't
way,
snore
Chris,
anymore.
Speaking of briefs, you know what I'm bringing you tomorrow to our golf
He
tournament?
keeps telling me he's going to bring me Skims. He's been telling me for a month.
Right
But
here.
Here's the thing.
They make man skims?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
dude.
a new thing.
Man skims.
Oh, hey, Sua, let me tell you something right
But
now.
here's the problem.
Go ahead.
He got me double X.
Yeah.
You need triple X?
No.
I was just asking.
I think you mean because of the size of the schwans, but we're not worried about that anymore.
That's not
I'm
what
no
I meant.
longer triple X. I skim down. But nevertheless, I like an XL brief.
No,
Boxer
bro.
brief because I like it compressed.
But you're not supposed to do that.
But I don't like it to be loose.
They say
Maybe
that
that's why the Schwans doesn't work.
to keep ventilation and flow and blood flow in that area, you're not supposed to wear extra tight briefs.
It's not
down
extra
there.
tight. It's just, it's not loose.
Supportive.
Yeah, it's supportive.
There's supposed to be some hangage, some undercarry.
Yeah, there's not as much hangage with me. You know
No,
what I'm
but
saying?
with these, you get a lot of support, Chris. You get a lot of nice support. And I'll tell you something right now. Try the double X's. I wear the X's, and I actually would like to try a pair of the double X's. But I know, again, now that you're this skinny queen, you want to. All right, I'm going to bring him to you tomorrow.
I can't wait. The ESPN LA Golf Classic tomorrow. We'll be broadcasting live from Black Gold. Let me take a moment to talk about National Recovery Month. You know, I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. I've talked about that a lot, and that's why I almost died, 9:44 a.m. But this National Recovery Month, let's take a moment, brought to you by ChooseChangeCA.org. So many things, big and little, make you uniquely you, your hobbies, dreams, career, family, and more. And here's the thing. I know it's tough being an addict. I know how tough it is to think that you can change. Or I used to be scared because people would tell me, my mother included, who was an alcoholic, and she's celebrating 16 years being sober and helps others now with sobriety. She used to tell me, you have a problem, Chris, and you need to settle it down. And I used to think, how could I ever not drink? That used to be I couldn't go a day without drinking sometimes. And I thought, I'm not an alcoholic. I go to work every day. I don't crash my car. I don't get arrested. I don't hurt people. I don't beat people up. But I was an alcoholic. And addiction to drugs, including opioids and stimulants, can strip these away from you. All the things that make you you. It started to strip things away from my life. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose treatment for drug addiction and get back to what matters most. Treatment is available in many forms through a primary care doctor, licensed narcotic treatment programs, outpatient treatment programs, licensed residential facilities, and even virtual care. It's easy to get help now. Technology's done an amazing thing to help with addiction and help you get better. There is help out there, and I always say this. If you're embarrassed, I know, I get it. I get being embarrassed. If you don't have anybody to talk to, DM me on Instagram, because DMs on Twitter don't work that well. DM me on Instagram, @CMM Spectrum, and just say, hey, man, I got a problem. And many have. You're not the first. You're not the first to ask for help. I am so honored and grateful that as part of this whole journey, I can help others and talk about my demons. You've got demons too? There's help out there. It's within reach. You can recover. I promise you, you can recover. Find a proven treatment option that's right for you. Recover you at ChooseChangeCA.org. ChooseChangeCA.org. That's ChooseChangeCA.org. 9:46 in the morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, the YouTube-only hour, continues right here. Cappy?
It does continue right here. And, hey, Sua, I want to just ask you, because tonight, Thursday Night Football, this is one of these games where Green Bay has become like the hottest story in the NFL, right? I mean, I think you hear from so many people now that think Green Bay is the team to beat, or they have become, for some people, the Super Bowl favorite. But you got Washington, your former team, pulling in tonight. I mentioned it earlier. I think they've got the most dynamic, most exciting player in the league, at least based on last year. Week 1 against the Giants. I don't know how many of us were really paying that much attention to this game. But this is the kind of game tonight where if you're a football fan, this is the kind of game where you're like, hey, I am parking myself on the couch. I got all my food. I'm ready to go. And I'm sitting here and I'm watching this game from start to finish. How about for you?
Yeah, I'm outside of fantasy reasons. I'm just excited to watch these guys ball. It's Thursday night. It's going to be a high-scoring game. You've got two of the young, best quarterbacks in the NFL battling it out tonight. Who isn't trying to watch this game? And keep an eye on Debo. Debo's going to have a sneaky good season this year. He's already started with a rushing touchdown last week.
Why do you feel that way about Debo? I kind of feel like maybe what happened to him in San Francisco was, he dealt with constantly complaining about the contract, or so it seemed, dealing with injuries here and there. And listen, I understood why he wanted a different kind of contract. I'm not a receiver, and I'm not a running back. I'm a combination player. I'm providing you more value, so pay me more. But what makes you so confident about Debo in Washington?
Outside of the injuries and contract dispute, I'm not sure why Debo got the hate he got in Frisco. He was always a great player. He would always perform. He had a few drops in his last year with the Niners, and I'm sure fans, they forget how many touchdowns you've scored and all the great plays you have the moment they're fed up with you. And I just feel like the Niners needed a fall guy because they had to pay so many players, and Debo was the odd man out. Now that he's in Washington, he can fulfill that two-position role because they stopped giving him handoffs in San Fran because Christian was back. Once Christian McCaffrey came back, you're not going to have him and Debo fighting for carries. But here in Washington, you can give Debo the ball as a running back, and it's not an issue. You can spread him out wide. It creates separation for Scary Terry, for Ertz at tight end. Jaden can scramble with his legs. So teams are forced, no matter how productive Debo's being out the slot, they're forced to go man on man, and they can't place too many bodies or dedicate too many bodies to one receiver because Washington has so many options, and because Jaden can run with his legs, Debo will always have a one-on-one opportunity in the slot, which is why he will eat this year and have a sneaky good year.
All right, so our football weekend is going to start tonight, Green Bay and Washington. Then on Saturday, I know for me, Sua, the game that I will be most interested in, at least during the daytime, the early part of the day, I will be watching the Backyard Brawl, my Pitt Panthers against Pat McAfee's West Virginia Mountaineers. That was a game, Sua, that ESPN's College Game Day was supposed to go to, and then West Virginia, those bums, those gutless bums, or as Chris might call them, scumbags.
Those scumbags.
They lost to Ohio University, and because they lost to Ohio University, and these are not two 2-0 teams that are separated by like 100 miles and hate each other's guts, Game Day had to move down to that Tennessee-Georgia game, as I understand it. So I'll be watching the Backyard Brawl, and I know that you and I will both be, and everybody who's listening will be watching what happens between USC and Purdue. So we go from Thursday night, we'll pull into Saturday. Make a prediction, by the way, on this USC-Purdue game.
Well, looking forward to yeah, I like that one. Looking forward to that Backyard Brawl. They're playing that at FedEx Field, aren't they? They always play it at FedEx Field, right?
No, it's down at West Virginia. It's in Morgantown.
Oh, okay. Well, I've still got Pittsburgh winning that game. But
good.
USC has got to blow out Purdue. It cannot be close. It can't be it's a Big Ten conference battle, and that's why, once you get in the conference, everything changes. No, that's not the case. USC needs to establish they are at least in the top 5 of the Big Ten, where they are competing for that second place spot in the Big Ten championship. They have to be undefeated going into that Illinois game. I've got USC winning 49-17.
Ooh, big win.
Did you
Wait a
just
minute, we're
call
going to
it-
let them score 17 points?
Yeah, they're going to score 17, but the twos might get in the fourth quarter. Might be a late little whatever, a little scumbag last-minute touchdown. So
Look what you've done,
49-17 USC, that's a convincing win.
Did you call it Illinois?
Yes, Illinois. Illinois. Champaign. I know they're playing in Champaign in a few weeks.
Fight on!
And that's the first test of the season. Please get rid of that fight on edit.
Fight
We
on.
like that one. We
No,
really
I like
like
that
that
one.
Do
I
the
don't like
one
that
you
one.
did the last week.
I like the up-tempo one.
Fight on!
Yeah.
Oh, you like that one?
It's like Ford tough,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like the fight on.
That feels like we're bending our wrist when we point our sword when I hear
Fight
that
on!
one.
Well, I try to bend my wrist when I point my sword.
Well, the problem is it takes 10 minutes for the sword to get going. So
Stand by,
Thursday
let me
night,
get it up.
Thursday night, we got our game tonight. Saturday, I've got my college game. You've got your college game we plan on watching. Sunday, we've got the Rams at Tennessee. I think both of us have agreed, maybe it's just homerism talking here, that we fully expect the Rams offense to show up.
He's a dog.
And we also expect the Rams defense to shut down a rookie quarterback making his home debut, especially what we saw out of the young man last week in Denver. So I'll just say this. We'll end our weekend, and Sua, you are invited. Chris and I, on Monday night, we're going to be watching the Chargers and the Raiders from the conference room at 7:10. We're going to order a whole bunch of food from the Lazy Dog downstairs, and then
The
we're going
dog.
to watch the game in the
Proud
conference
partner,
room.
by the way, of USC, the USC broadcast, Lazy Dog.
Yeah. So what do you think? So you want to come on Monday night and watch the game with the boys?
Tell Greg to schedule me as a fill-in for Mason and Ireland, Travis and DeMarco. They going at 3 to 6, right?
Yep.
Right.
And then
Actually,
we
why
can
don't you-
just roll right
so why
into
don't
the
you do
Monday
this?
night game.
Why don't you come in and do the show Monday with them?
That's what I said. I'll fill in and we'll
Well, no,
roll
not
right
fill
into
in.
the
You'll
Monday
just be
night.
a third.
Oh.
I'm sure you've been a third in plenty of rooms.
Oh, there you
I mean,
go.
I have.
You were making it. I am too. You were going right to it. Well, there you go.
I almost said something that made it worse, so I'm going to refrain. But, hey, if that's what you want to do, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
let's do that. Well, if you're going to hang out with us, then come in, do the Monday afternoon, and then let's spend some time together watching Monday Night Football.
Chris, we're getting a lot of food from the dog, Chris.
We
Be
will.
prepared.
We
We're getting
will.
a lot of food from the dog.
No,
That
I'm working on it.
all-American
I already
burger-
talked to Ronnie Mitchell, and we're
Oh, you
working
did?
on it. Yeah.
You know,
Okay, 'cause-
Cappy, that they also have dog food there, right? At the dog.
I did not know
And
that
by the way, they
dog-
make TV dinners now, too, that you can get at Lazy
Right.
Dog.
You can get them to go. That's right. So, all right, Monday night, and that's where our weekend will end. But I got to say one thing, Sue. I was very happy to
And
hear
we're
you
staying
say
at
this
the East
earlier.
Central, both Cappy and I. So if you need a place to sleep,
Yeah, come crash with
Are
us.
you staying at E on Sunday
on
night?
on Monday night,
Monday
not Sunday
night?
night.
Mm-hmm. Monday night. Sound like a plan?
I will. If I'm working, I will be there for sure.
Okay.
And then guess what? You know what we could do Tuesday? We could go to the pantry.
No, that's too much. We don't need. See, this is the problem with Cappy, and I love him to death. But like, we had spent all this weekend together, a lot of this weekend together, and then like Monday, I'm in the conference room about to hop on a call, and he comes in there, and I'm like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And he's like, "No, just saying, hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "I'm about to get on a meeting." He's like, "Oh, well, you want to do lunch?" I'm
You
like,
don't wanna
"No,
hang out?"
I got like, and I felt bad because I'm like, I'm not trying to be, an a-hole, but like
You can't accept love.
we've had a lot of meals together, Cap.
Right, he
like,
can't
it's-
I know. Hey, listen, the Lazy Dog, I honestly, I met the brand new GM down there just the other day. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, he's like, is this your first time here? I'm like, first time. I was like, fourth time this week. It's Tuesday. Seriously.
Well, it's a scratch-made kitchen, and when I had first gone back to work from the hospital, they would make me, I call it the cardiac cob, because they made me a special salad that didn't have any sodium in it, and then olive oil and balsamic on the side. So it really was a lifesaver. There's only two things I could eat out other than food that I made on my own. In-N-Out, because they'll do a no-salt burger, no-salt fries. And because, again, remember the lifestyle I was leading. Not a great lifestyle. I was out all the time, drinking, eating, whatever.
Tell Sue about your Sundays. Sue, this is unbelievable. Tell him what you did on Sundays when you were drinking.
A lot of times on Sundays, if I didn't have anything to do and there was no football and I had already played golf on Saturday, so I was hammered on Saturdays. And then I was hammered Saturday night. So Sundays in the off season, I would just ease into a bottle of wine, a bottle of Jack, a few beers, like 3 cigars.
One night?
Oh,
Sue,
one day.
In a day. Sue, can you imagine a guy
my Lord.
drinking a bottle of tequila and smoking 3 or 4 cigars on a Sunday? Hey, what are you up to today? I'm sitting by the pool smoking my 4th cigar, and I'm almost done with this bottle of tequila.
You're not by the golf courses? You're not at all?
Oh, the golf course was much worse.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I'll see a
Saturdays
guy
when I
do
played
that.
golf was at least a bottle and a half of tequila. And then
And like 4 or 5 stogies.
Oh, 4 stogies easy, because you figure 2 on the course. And
One
then
at the
2.
turn,
Yeah,
another
yeah.
2 on the back nine.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, you were hitting hard.
I didn't think that there was anything wrong because, again, I wasn't getting behind the wheel. I wasn't doing crazy
No,
stuff.
you're just being social.
I was just getting drunk in my backyard.
And then we were having dinner at the Dog one night, and I looked across the table and I go, bro, something just doesn't seem right. Like, we were walking across the street to the East Central and we were pulling our luggage, which, wasn't like hundreds of pounds of luggage. And Chris was breathing so hard, huffing, and I'm like, dude, something's wrong, man. We got to get this looked at.
So after that dinner, and it was at the beginning of the year, the next morning I wake up and my feet are swollen. And I text Cappy, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right that my feet are swollen. And the night before, he had said, something's going on with your weight, because I started putting on like 5 pounds a week very quickly. And I just thought I was fat, and I'm out of shape, and I'm drinking too much, which all of that was true. But that's when the heart failure began.
Your body was telling you something.
Yeah. Well, it told me a big thing then.
Yeah.
So it was Cappy to first kind of, a lot of people in my life said something, but that night sticks
Well,
out.
Cappy showed you he loves you and showed you he cares about you.
Cappy does love me.
Further than the external.
And that's why I'm trying to protect him and not let him go on that lightweight JT the Brick show.
But then you demand that out of him, and then when he comes into your meeting or your office on Monday and is like, hey, best friend, what's up? You're like, get the hell out.
No,
Just
I didn't
saw
say
you
get
over
the hell
last
out.
24
I was
hours.
just busy.
Tell him, Sua. A little bit of love, a little bit of respect, man.
All right, real quick, it is time, before we end the show here, for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal presented by our friends at Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. DRE 0196-1658. Take it away, Cappy.
Yeah, I'm going to make this real quick. And I mentioned it a little bit earlier, and I appreciate everybody who's gotten to me on Twitter, on Instagram. Thank you, guys. I appreciate what you had to say, but I'm going to say it one more time, and I'll say it briefly. Don't forget what today is, please. Today is 9/11. It is 24 years. Think about where you were when you heard about what was going on that morning in New York, in Pennsylvania, in Washington, D.C., think about what you heard when you knew about those firefighters courageously running up those stairs, carrying literally hundreds of pounds of equipment who didn't make it out. Think about the people who are doing the cleanup who've had to deal with health problems thereafter. All the first responders, men, women, cops, firefighters, EMTs, to everybody who has served or whose family has served, we thank you for your service on a day like today. And on 9/11, 2025, goosebumps all over me. I want to stop before I actually get emotional. Seriously, thank you for all of your service, and never forget what happened to our country 24 years ago today.
Amen, Cappy. Amen. 9:59. Thank you for everybody being part of the Sedano and Cap Morning Show today. Sua, great job in for Sha. Producer Jorge, Greg Bergman, producer Lindsay Baseball, Parker in the back, Jonathan in the back on our social team. See, I defend you when JT the Brick goes, oh, YouTube only hour. Hack. Have a great Thursday. Smile. It's Thursday.
See you tomorrow at the golf tournament.
We'll see you tomorrow at the ESPN LA Golf Classic at Black Gold Golf Club. Have a beautiful Thursday, everyone. Great
Hey, Mace. Put it right in your mouth.
Don't guess.